Hi YouTube, I'm going to be showing off a new thing that I learned a new trick that I learned in Elden Ring. Keep in mind this is this may be a little bit frowned upon by the community, because it's a little bit of an exploit. Full disclosure, but this is mostly just for people who... I ran some calculations, and in fact, I'll even show my progress so far with leveling up. I decided I would go ahead and try to match my level in Elden Ring because of Shadow of the Erdtree coming out. And the long story short is there was an interview that basically, where Miyazaki basically said, hey, yeah, we know there's people who are going to be going in at high levels and trying to who would be able to steamroll it, so we put a different way of, like, increasing damage in the DLC. I don't know if it's gonna stack with rune levels. I can only imagine that it will, but I also can only imagine that the, DLC will be... And I can only imagine that that will be the more important thing for the DLC. Anyway, so I have Sacred Relic Sword equipped. I don't really need Sacred Relic Sword equipped for this. It's mostly just if you see these guys, any of these guys having glowing eyes, then obviously you'll want to take them out. Otherwise, new trick that you can use. I'm gonna try to make this as smooth and quick as possible. Run past. Run past those guys. Run past this guy. We're going to go right between these two. And when you see this tree on the right, we're gonna jump onto here. Alright, and now, if you're following me, well, assuming I can get on this ledge correctly. Now what we have to do... Hang on. So you jump from there. Yeah, it's not going to be nearly as smooth as I want it to be, because I didn't do it the first time. Hang on, let me back up a little bit and then come at it again from a distance. So go through here, jump onto here, then jump here into this tree. Well, I missed the jump. Slightly undershot it, that's fine. It might take a couple of attempts. There we go. Now, the way you stop there is you just completely... For me, I'm on mouse and keyboard, I just completely took my hands off the keyboard while in midair. Now, we had to jump up to there. So we're going to do that by doing a jump and a turn. Well, we weren't able to... We got caught on a lip. So now we have to try that again. I was doing this perfectly before I started trying to record it, obviously. Because, you know, that's just how it goes. You're really good at something until people are watching, and then it just becomes a Herculean labor. Alright, made it. Now we jump. Are you serious? I hit a lip again. Oh, well, that was more or less what we were supposed to. There we go. So you have to jump and quickly turn and then do a second jump, basically. It's really... Then we climb up this. Alright. And now... I'm gonna do this, because someone here has left a message basically being mad at people. Be wary of surface, yes. And what they're talking about is... You see that little thing? Oh, hold on. Let me see if I can, like... E1? Okay, you see that little point right there, kind of towards the middle of the screen right there? Like, that's what you're supposed to be careful of. There. I'm gonna leave a message about... Oops. Right here. Hold on. First off, I guess animal would be a thing, maybe? First off, it might be considered an enemy. It is a horse. And then... try... there's no... I guess jumping off is the best one. So, what we're gonna do is... we're going to get on our horse. Then we're going to sprint, jump, double jump. Watch out for that little ledge, that little thing on the left there that was sticking out. Also, it is very important that you attack here. If you're wondering, we do actually have to do these attacks. But that little thing that was jutting out, if you touch that, you instantly die. Fortunately, your runes should be placed where you can retrieve them by just navigating back up to that point that we just jumped off of. But as you see, we have clipped through the world and we are falling. Now, this is going to take a little minute, but in a few moments we'll just gain 300,000 runes. And I've done some math, and this is about 3 times faster than the Albinaurics grinding that I showed off before. So instead of 200 plus hours of grinding against the Albinaurics guys, with Sacred Relic Sword, oh, there it is. That big 14,000, that was actually 300,000. Now we're gonna get 2 more drops here in another couple of seconds. And they'll total up to about 330,000 runes. There's the first one, and the second one should follow here in a second as well. There we go. Alright, once you've gotten all 3 of those drops, come back to here, and you can do that as many times as you like. Like I said, it is an exploit also, and the reason I have Sacred Relic Sword equipped, I still have all my normal stuff from Albinaurics farming, because look, those 2 have glowing eyes. So what we can do for this particular run, we wipe these guys out, because we may as well, because they had glowing eyes, so they dropped 10x runes. As we run past these guys, very careful that we don't get comboed by the rolly one. We don't care about anything else. Or we don't care about any of the others. Oh, I forgot about this. There. Ow! I missed. I almost had it. I was almost smooth. Let's see. There. What the heck? Why didn't I land? Hold on. You have glowing guys, so we're just gonna wipe out that whole group. And that one as well, and if those other guys get hit as well, then that's fine. Okay, if the game would work with me so that I can... What the... So I overshot that. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to do this all in one... I'm getting ahead of myself and I'm not stopping on the tree. And that's the whole reason this isn't like completely smooth. Okay, I undershot the tree. At some point I will get this again. I don't know what that point will be. Are you serious? Why is this not working? I know it's not working. I'm coming in at the wrong angle. You have to very specifically come in like that, yeah. Then there. Oh, didn't quite make it. There we go. Alright, and then up here. Then we sprint and jump. We didn't do the double jump. It's fine, we made it. So what happened was I did a jump and it ate my input, basically. Where I pressed spacebar to do the initial jump at the very edge, but Torrent didn't jump, and instead Torrent ran off the edge. Now, here's what's gonna happen here. Now we're gonna get another 330,000 runes. Maybe a little bit more, actually. Because I think we actually get a little bit... I think this method is actually... itself is actually even more bugged than it seems to be. Because I think doing this gives you more runes if you have more runes. It's not like a huge difference, but when I was over the 1,000,000 runes mark, yeah. See, look, we're past the 1,000,000 rune mark, and I'm pretty sure that was like closer to. I'm pretty sure that was closer to 400,000 than. There's the second drop and the third drop. Alright, you only get the 3, unfortunately. But yeah, doing that is obviously significantly faster than... assuming you can do it well. Like, let me show you... if I can do it, you know, and get it smoothly, let's show how fast that is. This guy is. I'm a little unfortunate with that one that had the glowy eyes. If you don't see any glowy eyes, I'm trying to break the aggro on that one, so that's why I'm doing this. If you don't see glowy eyes, you don't have to, like, go about looking for it. There we go. That's not entirely smooth, but it was smooth enough that I didn't ever take my hand off the keyboard. Then we go here. just spam. Now we just hands off the keyboard and spam click. As soon as you make the second jump, you just take your hand off the keyboard or control stick or whatever and just spam the attack button, which for me is obviously left click because I'm on mouse and keyboard. And sure enough, in a few short moments, it takes a little while, but sure, we'll get the runes again, and I'm not entirely sure what causes this. And it's really interesting because my thoughts were basically because we're falling perpetually, the camera, there's a kill plane above the camera or something like that. And once the camera gets low enough, it just kills everything, and that's why we get, you know, several 100,000 experience in one go. Always wait for the third number to pop up, by the way. However, also, if you just wait a few moments after the runes stop coming, you'll be fine. Just like a couple of seconds. But look, we're already at 2 million runes, and it has been 15 minutes. Now, and that was with a really rough first and second attempt at that. I don't remember how many runes we started out with, but it's been like 15 minutes, and we're already we've gained like a lot of runes, and obviously the more you do that jump, the better you'll get at it, and it will make your life a lot easier. This guy's shooting the crow down there. I remember when we did that. But like I said, the whole reason I'm showing this off is because for me to level from my current level, 469 to the Matt's level, which these are our stats now. I got 99 intelligence and debts, and we have a faith talisman. We have the two fingers heirloom equipped, so we actually have 60 faith, not 65. But anyway, as I was saying, in order for me to level to everything to Matt's level, that would be another 200 hours of grinding, and God, that it would, not only is that not physically possible with my limited amount of time before Shadow of the Erdtree releases, along with streaming Golden Sun: The Lost Age, as well as Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, and then there's other games that we have started and need to go back to, like Spider-Man 2, assuming it's been patched. I still haven't done the Ragnarok, God of War Ragnarok DLC. I almost call it the Ragnarok DLC, which wouldn't be too far off, but it's actually Valhalla DLC. I still need to finish Violet. We got through the credits of Violet, and then we were like, oh, there's a post-game, like, gym inspection thing, and then a school tournament, and then, you know, all that, and I haven't even begun to touch on the DLC in that. The DLC, which, by the way, requires you to beat the main story. But yeah, anyway, that's all I wanted to do was show that off a little bit, or show that off. Like I said, it is an exploit, so, you know, some people will frown upon using it. But I feel like it's a tool that's in the game, or it is a tool in the game that the developers absolutely could patch out, because it's a pretty well-known net split, apparently. So, but yeah, you know, at that point, it's basically a tool, another tool in the game to help speed up your rune farming. Just like I could totally, if I wanted to, I could totally use a gold pickle foulfoot. Also, I don't remember where I got all of these from. I probably picked them up when I was when I was making the pathway to Mohg. Or going along the path to Mohg. Ah, here we go. Gold pickle foulfoot. We totally could use that as well. And that will also boost our rune acquisition. Because it sats with gold scarab talisman, but anyway, that's all I wanted to show off. Anyway, see you all next time I play Elden. Well, next time I stream Elden Ring, if it's not just a random grinding session, will probably be when the DLC releases. So I'm gonna try to get to as high a level as I can. I'm hoping I'll be able to max out, because, like I said, they've already basically announced that, hey, we are aware that people are gonna have really high level characters going into the DLC, so we're gonna make the DLC way, way, way high, essentially super high level as well. Actually, they didn't really say that. They basically, from my understanding, is there'll be a system closer to Seikiro, where apparently, I don't know for this, like, I've never played Sekiro, but apparently, from what I saw, apparently you'll use, instead of, like, weapon level and rune level, you'll use souls to increase your not souls, like, remembrances to increase your damage output. So, like, the remembrances of bosses in the DLC, obviously. Like every single boss will probably drop, like, a remembrance or whatever in the DLC, and then you'll use those to boost your, attack power. But that does have me wondering about stuff like Renala's, like, Renala and Godric's remembrance bosses in the main game, I should say, if we'll be able to use those remembrances to boost our damage as well. So then we might end up, then, you know, we could end up, then that could end up leading to our characters being, like, being insanely strong. But I guess we'll find out more about that when the DLC releases. Anyway, that's all for now. See you later, YouTube.